Human overpopulation occurs when the ecological footprint of human population exceeds the carrying capacity. When we look at all the evidence, the pollution and the loss of biodiversity, then it seems to be clear that we have an overpopulation. But we cannot forget that the footprint we leave is not only due to the amount of people we are, but how we structure society. We are not lacking physical space. Far from. It only feels like it because we're grouped inside the cities. How well we manage our resources is the most important factor, not the amount of people we are on the planet. We need to ask ourselves the question, how can we become more efficient and use our resources more wisely? Here are 4 examples of where we could improve. We live in a world where fossil fuels still are used, even if we have the means and the know-how to use sustainable energy. Like geothermal energy, which is much more efficient and can fuel humanity for thousands of years with our current population growth. In farming, we don't really use our potential regarding sustainability. We use traditional farms today. Instead, we could be using vertical farms that are much more efficient. In a vertical farm, no soil is needed and no pesticides are used, and it uses only 5% of the water compared to traditional farms. Agriculture accounts for 70% of the water usage worldwide, and it plays a major role in water pollution. We have the means and the know-how to replace all traditional farms very fast. But due to our current economy that is based on profit, it's going to be a slow process. Rich countries outsource their production of goods to more poor countries where cheap labor is exploited. The product then travels thousands of kilometers before it's sold. It would be far more energy cost efficient to produce things locally, but due to cost efficiency, this often is not the case. Companies often use materials and means of production that are harmful for the environment to save expenses due to competition. It all comes down to incentive. The incentive to think about money before environment is due to an economical model we use. Capitalism was created 400 years ago. Back then, pollution was not a problem. Pollution is referred as an externality and is not seen by the model. Sustainability is simply not built into the model, and it is not used as a measurement for success. We measure success in terms of economical growth, circular consumption, and how much money we spend. Relatively soon, we will be 9 billion people on the planet. And if we want clean air and water, we need to find another way of organizing society. If we are serious about sustainability, we need to make it a central part of our economy. It is not enough to set goals, to make rules, and give promises. The politicians are well aware of the problems. They make rules and they set sustainability goals because of enormous pressure from the public and sustainability advocacy groups. But rules and promises are often broken, especially in a system where sustainability means economical loss. That often brings job loss and more poverty. A lot has changed since the Industrial Revolution, and as many times before in history, we need to adapt to our new reality and use the knowledge and the means we have to create a more sustainable world, a world where we are thriving and not only coping.